A massive horned silhouette crashes through golden grass. Behind it, sleek predators, closing, hungry. The savanna erupts into chaos. One animal, countless enemies. Can it survive? A buffalo versus the wild, when savanna becomes war for survival. In Africa's vast grasslands, few animals command respect like the buffalo. Powerful, unpredictable, dangerous. This is a buffalo's world, where size means survival and a single moment of weakness invites death. At nearly 1.5 tons, the African buffalo is pure muscle wrapped in dark hide. Those horns, massive, curved, capable of piercing flesh, are not mere ornaments. They are weapons. Each one can span nearly 1 meter. Together, they form a lethal crescent that few predators willingly challenge. The buffalo has evolved not to run from danger, but to meet it head-on. The morning light reveals the buffalo's territory. Acacia trees dot the endless grassland, their branches twisted by wind and time. Weaver birds dart between the thorns, their brilliant yellow plumage flashing as they tend intricate hanging nests woven from grass and twigs. These small architects are nature's engineers, creating structures so precise, so perfectly balanced, that they barely sway in the fiercest winds. The buffalo barely notices them, but the birds know every predator on the plain. The buffalo moves toward the waterhole. His herd, a family of 30 strong, follows in loose formation. This is the first rule of savanna survival: never drink alone. The waterhole is neutral ground, but it is also a hunter's opportunity. A leopard could be waiting in the shadows, a crocodile lurking beneath the surface. The buffalo's keen senses sweep the terrain. Large rounded ears rotate constantly, catching the slightest sound. His nose, sensitive to the faintest scent, tests the wind. The water is cool and clear. The buffalo drinks deeply, his massive frame momentarily vulnerable. Around him, younger buffalo, calves barely 2 years old, press nervously between the adults. The herd's defensive formation is instinctive, ancient, born from countless generations that survived by staying close, staying alert. In the dappled shadows of the acacia woodland, patience becomes an art form. The leopard is Africa's most secretive apex predator, a master of stealth who can weigh only half what the buffalo weighs, yet commands equal fear through cunning and precision. This particular leopard is a female with cubs waiting in a rocky den miles away. She is lean with hunger. Her rosette-marked coat, those beautiful circular patterns, provides perfect camouflage against the dappled light. A single mother cannot afford mistakes. She must hunt. She must kill. She must return before her cubs cry with starvation. The leopard has watched the buffalo herd for 2 hours. She observed them arrive at the waterhole. She noted the positioning of the youngsters, the placement of the protective adults. While lesser predators might charge blindly into the herd, the leopard calculates. She waits. She studies. This is the difference between hunters and killers. Hunters take what comes. Killers choose their moment. As the herd drinks, a young buffalo, perhaps 3 years old, not quite full strength, drifts slightly from the main group. Just a few meters, a small distance. In the savanna, small distances are canyons. The leopard's muscles tense, her eyes narrow to laser focus. She crouches lower, her spotted body becoming part of the shadow itself. But then, a sound. The weaver birds burst from their nests in alarm. A martial eagle cuts across the sky overhead, its massive 6-foot wingspan blocking the sun. The mighty eagle is hunting too, scanning the grasslands for movement. The bird is a phantom that strikes from above. Snakes, monitor lizards, even young baboons fall to those talons. The buffalo herd startles at the shadow passing overhead. The moment shatters, the young buffalo bolts back toward the herd. The leopard remains motionless for another minute, then silently withdraws. Hunger gnaws at her belly, but the mathematics of predation favor patience. A missed hunt is survivable. A serious injury is not. The leopard will hunt again. She always does. If the leopard hunts with patience, the cheetah hunts with pure velocity. Built for speed rather than strength, the cheetah is Africa's sprinter, capable of reaching 70 miles per hour in mere seconds. Yet speed, no matter how remarkable, cannot guarantee success against the buffalo's armor. The cheetah ahead is a male, part of a coalition of 3 brothers that hunt together across these plains. His body is lean, almost fragile compared to the muscular bulk of the buffalo. His tail is long, designed for balance during high-speed turns. His claws, non-retractable, grip the earth like track cleats. Everything about him screams velocity and acceleration. The 3 brothers spotted the buffalo herd from a distance and have been shadowing them for over an hour. Cheetahs rarely hunt buffalo. The risk is simply too high. One kick from those powerful hind legs can shatter ribs and collapse lungs. One goring from those horns means infection, slow death, days of suffering. But desperation is a brutal teacher. The cheetahs have gone 3 days without a successful kill. The gazelles and impalas have become scarce due to the dry season. Their territory has been increasingly invaded by lions, pushing them to hunt in unfamiliar lands. The eldest brother makes a decision. It is a decision born of hunger that outweighs wisdom. He explodes from cover. Behind him, his brothers follow. The cheetahs are a blur of motion, their bodies stretched impossibly long, their legs a collective blur against the golden grass. But the buffalo herd sees them coming. What the cheetahs did not account for is that buffalo have excellent vision and remarkable tactical awareness. The herd explodes into coordinated action. The lead buffalo charge forward to meet the threat head-on. Horns level, eyes blazing. The buffalo do not flee, they counterattack. The first cheetah realizes too late that he has made a terrible miscalculation. He skids to a stop, his powerful frame decelerating with surprising agility, but the buffalo horn passed mere inches from his flank. Another buffalo charges from the side. The cheetah twists impossibly, his flexibility saving him from gore. Within seconds, the entire dynamic inverts. What began as a hunt becomes a retreat. The 3 cheetahs peel away, racing back toward the woodland at the same blazing speeds they arrived with. They are not injured, they are not defeated, but they have learned. Today, this herd is not prey. Respect, once earned through display, becomes a boundary even desperation respects. As the dust settles from the cheetah retreat, a different sound rises across the savanna, the distinctive high-pitched chirping and whining of African wild dogs. These are Africa's most successful hunters, a pack of 9 individuals moving across the plains with the coordination of a single organism. The wild dogs are built differently from lions or leopards. They are lean, almost elegant, with impossibly long legs and enormous rounded ears that swivel constantly, gathering sound from across vast distances. Their coat is a patchwork of colors, brown, yellow, black, white, each dog's pattern unique as a fingerprint. What they lack in individual strength, they compensate for through intelligence, speed, and absolute pack cohesion. The alpha female leads the hunt, her decision final and unchallenged. Behind her, the pack moves in loose formation, never bunched, always coordinated. They have already spotted the buffalo herd in the distance and have begun their approach. Unlike the explosive charge of the cheetahs or the patient ambush of the leopard, the wild dogs employ a strategy of calculated pressure. They drive the buffalo forward, but not toward another ambush. Instead, they separate a younger individual from the herd, a 4-year-old who is strong but not fully mature. The isolation is the goal. The herd, seeing their family member cut off, must make a decision. Do they stand and fight these 10 predators? Do they flee and try to circle back? The wild dogs possess a unique advantage in the savanna's hierarchy. They can run for hours at moderate speed without tiring. Their prey will eventually fall. Their prey will eventually break. The buffalo herd rallies, attempting to charge the dogs who hold the isolated buffalo. One of the younger bulls lowers his horns and rushes directly at the lead dog. The dogs scatter with balletic precision, splitting the buffalo's charge, then reforming instantly on the other side. This is no simple hunt. This is a chess match played at 20 miles per hour. The wild dogs harass, they snap, they dart in and out. The isolated buffalo backs closer to a rocky outcrop, using the terrain to prevent being surrounded. For 20 minutes, the battle continues. The wild dogs never tire. Their opponent tires. Eventually, the isolated buffalo, exhausted and frantic, makes an error. He trips while backing away from a coordinated attack. In that moment of vulnerability, 3 wild dogs move in. It is swift. It is brutal. It is nature's cold mathematics. The strongest pack wins. The remaining buffalo herd watches from the distance, then moves away from the kill site. They understand. One is gone. The herd remains. They will find new water. They will find new prey. They will survive. The kill is only minutes old when the first spotted hyena appears on the horizon. Within an hour, there are 4. By sunset, a clan of 8 has gathered. The spotted hyena is often dismissed as a scavenger, but this perception is dangerously incomplete. Hyenas are powerful hunters in their own right, and they maintain a complex social structure that rivals the most organized predators on the savanna. The lead female is a massive creature, weighing nearly 90 kilograms, with a head and jaw structure designed for crushing bone. Her spotted coat bears the scars of countless dominance battles. Her ears are rounded and alert. The spotted hyena's bite force is one of the strongest in the African animal kingdom, capable of crunching through bone and extracting marrow that no other predator can reach. The arrival of the hyena clan creates immediate tension. The wild dogs, still eating at the carcass, must now contend with formidable competitors. What is remarkable is that hyenas do not mindlessly charge. The lead female approaches slowly, her body language communicating challenge without immediate violence. She has cubs to feed miles away. She knows that a serious injury here could make her unable to provide for them. The wild dogs possess superior numbers in organization, but inferior numbers in total strength. The alpha female makes a calculation. She leads her pack away from the kill, moving far enough to be safe, but close enough to potentially scavenge the remains. Hyenas and wild dogs rarely fight to the death. They have learned to coexist, sharing the savanna by hunting at different times and in different ways. The hyena clan falls upon the carcass with methodical intensity. They do not simply eat, they consume everything. The bones are cracked, the marrow extracted, the hide is processed. Hyenas are nature's ultimate recyclers. They can digest bone, hide, even hooves. What they consume becomes nutrient that gets returned to the savanna through their own bodies and eventually their droppings, which fertilize the grass that feeds the herbivores. The cycle continues unbroken. But even the hyena clan is not without threats. As they feed, a distant sound carries across the savanna, the grunt and roar of lions, specifically a male lion cry. The hyena's ears perk. The feeding becomes more frantic. Lions will chase hyenas from any kill, and the resulting violence can be severe. The clan must decide, keep eating and risk injury, or withdraw to safety. The lead female makes her choice. She calls her clan together with specific vocalizations, a complex language of whoops, cackles, and grunts that only other hyenas fully understand. They gather the choicest remaining meat and begin to move away, heading toward the rocky outcrops where they maintain dens. Behind them, the golden grass blows in the wind. In the late afternoon light, an animal appears that seems almost comically out of place in this landscape of megafauna. The honey badger is barely a meter long and weighs perhaps 14 kilograms. Against the buffalo, the leopard, the lions, it is microscopic. Yet the honey badger fears nothing. This particular badger is a male driven by hunger and opportunity. He has spotted a pangolin, a scaled, armored animal that feeds on termites and ants, and has decided it represents a meal. The pangolin scales provide complete protection, but badgers possess both strength and persistence that is disproportionate to their size. What makes the honey badger remarkable is not just its fearlessness, but its intelligence and adaptability. It can break into termite mounds. It can raid beehives despite thousands of stinging workers. It can defeat snakes twice its own length. The honey badger's reputation across Africa is one of pure determination, a creature that does not know it should fear anything and therefore fears nothing. The badger circles the pangolin looking for an opportunity. The pangolin, in response, rolls into an almost impenetrable ball. Its scales overlap like armor plating. The badger tries digging beneath it, attempting to create an opening. The pangolin, in response, simply curls tighter. The two creatures engage in a slow-motion battle of patience and determination that will eventually result in the badger either succeeding or moving on to easier prey. As the sun dips lower, the badger finally abandons the effort. But he does not appear discouraged. He understands persistence and eventual success in ways that few animals do. He will hunt again tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that. The honey badger's legend is built on an absolute refusal to accept defeat. As the sun approaches the horizon and the savanna begins its transition to twilight, the true king of this realm makes his appearance. The lion is a male, his dark mane speaking of dominance and reproductive success. He weighs over 250 kilograms and moves with the confidence of an animal that has never truly been challenged successfully. Behind him come other males, his coalition partners. Together, They control the largest territory in this region, encompassing over 300 square kilometers of prime hunting ground, where leopards hunt with cunning and wild dogs hunt with organization. Lions hunt with overwhelming force. The male lion sensed the location where the buffalo was killed. He does not care about the hyenas or the wild dogs or the remains they have scattered. What interests him is the current location of the buffalo herd. They will have moved only a few kilometers, seeking new water and new grass. They will be tired from the previous hunt. The pride's females will be waiting at the kill site ahead. They have already made their own assessment of the herd and have positioned themselves accordingly. The lion's coordination with his coalition is nearly telepathic. No roars, no visible signals, simply an understanding born from years of living and hunting together. The males move parallel to the herd, preventing escape in one direction. Meanwhile, the pride's females, 5 of them, have positioned themselves to charge from another angle. The buffalo herd senses danger long before the attack comes. But lions do not hunt individuals. They hunt herds. They create chaos. They force errors. They capitalize on the moment when exhaustion and fear override tactical thinking. The charge comes at dusk, when the light is poorest and shadows deceive. The lions move with shocking speed for animals of their size. The buffalo herd explodes into coordinated movement, but this time their united front offers less protection. A young calf becomes separated just by a few meters. A lioness is on it in seconds, her jaws closing around its throat. The kill is swift. As the buffalo herd circles back to attempt rescue, the remaining females and the coalition males cut off any approach. What began as a herd of 30 now becomes a fractured herd. The pride will feed for 2 days on this kill. The lions do not hurry. They do not panic. They have succeeded because they are apex predators in the truest sense. Their dominance is absolute. While the drama of terrestrial predators commands attention, the skies above the savanna hold their own apex predator. The martial eagle is Africa's largest eagle, a creature of power and aerial mastery that rules the 3-dimensional space above the grasslands and woodlands. This particular eagle is a juvenile, having only recently left its parents and established its own territory. Despite its inexperience, it is already a formidable hunter. With talons as large as grizzly bear claws, a wingspan approaching 2 meters, and eyesight that can detect movement from over a kilometer away, the martial eagle sees every creature below as potential prey. The eagle circles lazily, conserving energy in the thermals that rise from the heated savanna floor. Below, the world is ending and beginning in real time. The buffalo herd recovering from the lion attack, the lions settling in to feed, the hyenas waiting for darkness to return for scavenging. All of this is visible from above. All of this is part of the eagle's hunting calculation. The eagle's prey preferences run toward monitor lizards, snakes, and other large creatures that occupy the middle of the savanna's predatory hierarchy. But the martial eagle is bold enough to occasionally take young antelope or even small primates. Nothing in the savanna believes it is truly safe from the sky. As darkness falls, the eagle seeks a perch. It lands in the highest acacia tree, its sharp eyes still sweeping the landscape far into dusk. From this vantage point, it monitors the kills, the predators, the scavenging scene developing below. The martial eagle is not merely a hunter, it is a witness to the savanna's endless cycle of predation and survival. It understands the rhythm of this place as intimately as any creature alive. As night claims the savanna, a creature emerges that seems built from the rules of a world long extinct. The pangolin is unique among African mammals, completely covered in overlapping scales that make it virtually impenetrable to most predators. It is a living suit of armor in a landscape of muscle and fang. This pangolin weighs perhaps 15 kilograms and possesses remarkable simplicity in its hunting strategy. It finds termite mounds and eats the termites. Its tongue is nearly twice the length of its body. It possesses no teeth whatsoever. Its entire evolutionary strategy is built around specialization. It does one thing, and it does it perfectly. The pangolin scales are composed of keratin, the same material as human fingernails, only hardened and overlapped into an interlocking pattern that is nearly impossible to penetrate. A lion cannot tear through them. A leopard cannot rip them open. The honey badger, with all its determination, may eventually succeed, but it requires time and effort that the badger may not have. The pangolin uses its powerful front claws to break open the termite mound. Termites swarm in response, attempting to defend their colony. But the pangolin's skin is protected not just by scales, but by a thick layer of skin beneath. It is methodical, it is slow, but it is safe. In a savanna where predation defines existence, safety is a currency more valuable than any other. As the pangolin feeds, it is unaware that it is being watched. Another honey badger, different from the one who encountered its relative earlier, has picked up the scent. But the darkness and the pangolin's armored perfection make an assault seem inadvisable. The badger will wait, or it will move on. The pangolin will continue eating regardless. As full night descends, the savanna transforms. The diurnal hunters rest. The nocturnal hunters emerge. The weaver birds retreat to their intricately woven nests, their young chicks safe inside structures that took their parents weeks to construct. These tiny architects have created spaces that protect from both predators and weather, a reminder that survival comes in endless forms and sizes. The buffalo herd has moved to higher ground where they can see approaching predators in all directions. They stand close together. The youngest remain in the center. The older bulls maintain the outer positions. This formation will remain unbroken through the night. No individual buffalo rests while others stand watch. It is a collective defense born from millions of years of shared survival. The leopard who failed earlier is now hunting again, moving through the darkness with supreme confidence. Her eyes, built to gather what little light exists, reveal a world the daytime predators cannot see. She finds a warthog and executes a perfect ambush. The kill is quick. She will cache the carcass in a tree away from scavenging hyenas and lions and feed for the next 2 days. The wild dogs have separated to rest, lying in loose groupings across the savanna. They are not sleeping deeply. They maintain watchfulness even in rest. Their ears continue to swivel, their eyes open regularly. Sleep is a luxury no savanna predator truly indulges in. It is always vigilance with brief moments of rest, never true sleep. The hyena clan has returned to their dens where cubs are waiting. The females have meat to deliver. This cycle continues. The food collected on one part of the savanna becomes nutrition that allows cubs to grow, that enables future hunts, that perpetuates the endless cycling of energy through this ecosystem. When the sun rises on the next day, the buffalo herd is still present, 29 strong instead of 30, but alive. The leopard feeds on her kill. The wild dog pack moves toward new hunting grounds. The lion pride sleeps, their bellies full. The hyenas have scattered across the landscape to their various dens and territories. The honey badger continues its endless search. The martial eagle launches from its roost to begin the day's hunt. The pangolin finds another termite mound. The weaver birds sing from their nests. The buffalo exists in this landscape not because it is the largest or the fastest or the cleverest. It survives because it is tough. It survives because it is willing to fight. It survives because it understands that the savanna rewards those who face danger directly rather than fleeing from it. The buffalo does not hide. It does not strategize. It does not wait for the perfect moment. It charges. It meets its enemies at the point of impact, and often it prevails.